File site turn 129, file 0. Card 1. Everett stands at the center with his real broad, stocky build, deep brown complexion, gray mustache, close-cropped gray hair, metal-framed glasses, expressive hands, and casual clothing. 3 separate doors lead toward Matthew Hardy, Eric Johnson, and Fuck You Make Money. Caption: One man, 3 different relationships. Narration: To understand Everett, the project must separate who he may have been to Matthew Hardy, who he actually became to Eric Johnson, and what role he later occupied inside Fuck You Make Money. Card 2. Matthew was the child the family expected. Visual: A 1983 to 1984 family preparation space contains folded infant clothing, a prepared sleeping place, and a handwritten card reading Matthew Leroy Hardy. A younger Everett remains partly obscured in profile. Caption: Before the loss, there was preparation. Narration: The story begins with an expected child named Matthew Hardy. The family attached plans, names, hopes, and imagined futures to him. Everett's exact intended responsibility remains unresolved. Card 3. The family believed the baby died. Visual: The prepared infant space stands empty as a partially obscured telephone call, hospital message, or family notice reaches the household. Everett appears only through a broad silhouette and hands near the name card. Caption: The family carried a death they believed was real. Narration: The family understood that Matthew had died. That belief became part of their grief and shaped the meaning of the reunion 22 years later. Card 4. Everett may have expected to help raise him. Visual: Everett and his mother stand near the prepared child space while 3 evidence lanes remain visible: known, inferred, and unresolved. Caption: This is Eric's reconstruction, not settled fact. Narration: From later knowledge, family structure, and Everett's relationship with him, Eric believes Everett may have expected to help raise Matthew. The interpretation cannot become Everett's confirmed plan without further evidence. Card 5. 22 years passed. Visual: A corridor stretches from 1984 to approximately 2006 as photographs, homes, vehicles, and technology change. Everett ages toward the supplied adult likeness, while no child or adolescent occupies the passage. Caption: The child did not grow inside their lives. Narration: For 22 years, the family had no childhood, adolescence, or ordinary relationship with Matthew. The absence ended with an adult stranger carrying another name and another history. Card 6. The message arrived at church. Visual: After a church service, a woman quietly approaches Everett's mother and explains that a young man wants to meet his biological mother, Everett's aunt. Caption: The impossible news entered through an ordinary conversation. Narration: In the family account, the return began when a woman approached Everett's mother at church with news of a young man seeking his biological mother. The message opened the door without yet resolving the history. Card 7. The prince returned. Visual: A 22-year-old Eric enters the biological family home. A restrained infant outline appears behind him as memory symbolism, while Everett watches from across the room. Caption: The child believed lost returned as a man. Narration: The young man seeking his biological mother was the person the family had known as Matthew. He had survived, grown elsewhere, and returned as an adult. Card 8. Matthew Hardy had become Eric Johnson. Visual: Eric stands between 2 equal identity lanes. Matthew Hardy, representing birth identity and biological family memory, and Eric Johnson, representing adoption and the life he actually lived. Caption: The same person returned carrying another life. Narration: The biological family met Eric Johnson, a man formed by another family, another name, and 22 years outside their lives. The return restored the person without erasing the life he had lived. Card 9. Cousin, father figure, and best friend. Visual: Eric and Everett sit across a kitchen or living room table while surrounding moments show laughter, arguments, rides, reading, filming, money conversations, warnings, and intellectual challenges. Caption: The relationship had to be built after the return. Narration: Everett was Eric's biological cousin. Through their actual adult life together, Eric also came to experience him as a father figure and best friend. Card 10. Eric created Fuck You Make Money. Visual: Eric works alone on the title, quotations, handwritten notes, manuscript pages, camera setup, and early book structure. An empty chair waits nearby for Everett's later entrance. Caption, the book began in Eric's hands. Narration, Eric created Fuck You Make Money. Everett did not originate the title, replace the author, or become the hidden source of the manuscript. Hack card 11, Everett did not flatter, he advanced. Visual. In public, Everett uses his animated hands and forceful presence to defend Eric's intelligence. In private, he challenges Eric at the table, rejects easy answers, and forces the idea further. Caption, he did not feed the ego, he expanded the mind. Narration, Everett defended Eric's intelligence to other people. In private, he challenged the work, expanded its scale, warned against predictable failure, and forced Eric to think further. Card 12, he was not the founder. He was the father. Visual. Eric's creator lane holds the title, quotations, manuscript, framework, and authorship. Everett's father lane holds oral lessons, warning, challenge, defense, expansion, and street-to-survival translation. The developed FYMM operating system stands between them. Caption, Eric created it. Everett helped raise it. Narration, Everett did not found what Eric had already created. He entered it like a father, challenging it, warning it, expanding it, and helping raise it beyond its first form.